Welcome back to another episode of That's Business. Today, I was having a little bit of a hard time understanding and what I wanted to talk about for this podcast episode. And then it kind of fell into my lap. I woke up today with 2 rejections, an email, 2 opportunities I was really looking forward to. So today we're going to talk about dealing with disappointment. When I was thinking of the title of this, I didn't want to say failure because I don't feel it is a failure. I think failure is an extremely strong word. I'm not one that's toxic positivity of like, oh yeah, fail forward and you got this and it's fine. Just get back up because it's freaking hard to get back up. So I thought I'd record this episode talking about what went into these 2 specific rejections. My birthday was just this past weekend. I had an absolutely fabulous weekend. I was feeling really blessed, really good, feeling great. And when I pulled up my email this morning, I saw what is it called? The panel, the preview that said, "We really appreciate your application." The other one said, "We really enjoyed talking to you." And I was like, oh, that's going to be 2 rejections right in a row, sent 20 minutes after each other. And I felt a little defeated. I was like, oh, what a great way to start the day, feeling defeated and not wanting to work, really, honestly, because it sucks. It sucks getting denied one was for a big speaking engagement. That would have been the most paid out contract I've ever received. The other one was an award for Oakland County 40 under 40 that I thought I did. I spent a lot of time on the application, but I took a minute to sit back. I told my partner, he was like, you know what? That's okay. On to bigger and better things. You have so much going for you right now. And then we kind of talked strategically of what do you have going on? What else do you have brewing? Are you reaching out to more people since you want to do more speaking engagements? Are you marketing that you're doing this? And I was like, oh, that's a good point. I need to put myself out there more. So I took the time, had my pity party, and now we're going to work. And I have to think about what else I have going on. I've achieved a lot in the last few months. I feel great. I finally feel set in my business. I feel set that this is what I'm supposed to do. I feel at ease recording podcasts. I feel great making new connections. And there's so much moving forward with. We're going to be celebrating 6 years of this business full freaking time. That's crazy to me. But I have other things going. It's going to be okay. So I turned on my bad bitch playlist. I had myself a little pity party. And now we're recording this podcast. But thinking about disappointment in every which way. I mean, as you know, if you've listened to more than one episode, disappointment has come to me in many different forms. I mean, with jobs, my first job out of college, I got denied for a promotion. I received a measly $2,500 promotion, air quote. And that's not what I was expecting. I was extremely disappointed. I worked hard. I'm number 1 in the company. Like, what's the problem here? And that's what's extremely frustrating when you're at an organization, you've spent nights, you've spent weekends, you've done it all, and they don't see your worth. Or why I even started this business after getting fired from my job that, again, spent nights and weekends and missed things for because I thought I was doing the right thing. And it takes a hit to your ego. I mean, we could say what we want. We could be the most mentally mature, mentally strong people in the world. Disappointment freaking sucks. I remember when I got fired, I felt so defeated. I felt like the worst, like the biggest failure in the world. I haven't sobbed like that since someone died in my family. I mean, and not to be vulgar and relate the two, but it's true. Part of my identity was working hard, being this person that's a good mentor, a good trainer, and someone that's, the account manager's right-hand woman. It took a big hit to my ego. And especially if you don't see it coming, and especially if you look back and try to identify this is where I went wrong or that is where I went wrong, it's freaking difficult. And that's what really got me in a darker place and just made me realize how horrible this was. I mean, going back to relationships, the easy ones to end were the abusive ones, mentally, physically. It's not always those situations that are difficult. I mean, I ended a relationship of almost 5 years, and that was hard to freaking do. It was mutual agreement, but it was, I mean, truly an end of an era. I grew so much personally, so much professionally in that time. We had a freaking global pandemic in the middle of it, moving cross country. And the difficult part in that specific situation was they weren't a bad person. They were a great person, just not the right person for me. Or when it's a job, this job and this company means well, but I need to look out for myself and make sure I'm making the most amount of money for myself and my family. And that's a big deal. I mean, people think like, oh, just get over your job, get over it, you're fine, get over your relationship ending, you're okay. But that's part of your identity, and that's what's not talked enough about. All these facets of your life, personally or professionally, all mend out to who you are. They contribute to all of this. I mean, realizing end to eras or all these poor humans getting laid off or just getting fired for BS reasons. That's a part of your identity. And when that's taken away from you outside of your control, that's freaking devastating. Disappointment has come in a number of forms. It's come from my own decision making of the opportunity I thought would pan out that didn't, or the investment I thought would have good return on investment or ROI on it and it didn't, or the client that ended up being horrible that I thought was going to be great. I mean, there's so many pieces of this. And as someone who struggles with her own depression and ADHD and anxiety and all the fun trifecta I have, it's hard to come out of. I mean, at least the weather's getting nicer, but I'm looking at things from a different perspective today. It's 80 degrees in April in freaking Michigan right now. I'm going to go outside and enjoy it. And other things that have gotten me through different situations as a recovering people pleaser, as I like to say, rely on your people. Tell people you're having it rough. You're having a bad day. You're doing this. And I have such great relationships with some of my closest friends and clients and employees that, oh, how are you? And what are we so used to saying? Oh, I'm good. How are you? Tell people how you're doing. Hey, I'm really struggling this week. I was talking to one of my best friends who has 2 kiddos under 2 right now. And I said, how are you? How are your kids? Blah, blah, blah. How's your husband? She's like, not good, fam. That was her response. And as I cackled through it, we learned this in our relationship of being honest. She's saying she's struggling. She's taking up more responsibilities and getting a promotion at work while simultaneously raising 2 kids, and her husband both work. It's a lot. She says jokingly, it's like I need a break away from them to get things ahead of schedule. And those that know me, I don't have kids, not married yet. But we had the conversation. I'm like, no, I'm slower this time of year. How about I come help you? Like, I can easily come help you. And it's good practice if I do decide I want to have children of my own one day. She's like, and I'm like, no, seriously, take me up on this. Don't do your cute little, no, I'll be fine thing. And we're actually coordinating a weekend that would work. And that's going to be, and I'm not trying to say like I'm the superhero here, but it's something so easy that I could do. I could easily help. I was a babysitter for a decade. Like I could do this left and right. It's totally fine. So just like relying on your people or something if you're like, I don't want to bother anyone. Okay, well, think about it if you were in their shoes and your best friend asked you to do something. Would you say, no, leave me alone, I can't do it? No, you'd help them. So just think of that. And on these days, I mean, I go through my own reviews. I'm lucky where I have 100+ reviews on LinkedIn. I don't remember how many on other platforms, but I'll read reviews. I screenshot messages from clients, emails, redact their information, of course, but I read through those of, oh my gosh, look at what we've helped people achieve. Look at how many clients we've worked with. Look how many lives we've changed. Look at the amount of money people make from their negotiation skills they developed working with us. You have to look at what you've achieved. I could go down the rabbit hole today and say I'm a failure and this sucks and everything. But nope, there's other opportunities. And I looked at it from a logistics standpoint of why I didn't get chosen, and I understand. 300 applicants and only 40 people were chosen. Those aren't good odds. That's okay. Now we get to do bigger and better things. I think it's also important to understand your ritual. If you're someone that believes in religion, practices religion, I think it's important to make sure that's a part of your day if you meditate in these different situations. I'm a more music-driven person, so I focus on that. And honestly, at the end of the day, you got to treat yourself. I mean, go get yourself a coffee. I don't care if it's $10 coffee. Treat yourself. If that's what it's going to take to pull you out of your little hole here. And you have to think about how far you've come. And I'm not here to tell you don't have your days, because I think it's important to sit in your sadness, sit in your disappointment, sit in what you feel is failure and realize it's not. I mean, there's so many things in the world that affect us and impact us and make our lives more difficult, but you've come a long way. I know it for a fact. If I looked at who I was the first year of building this business to who I am today, I don't know who she is in the best way possible. Exude that confidence. Wear something that makes you feel good, but you have to do what's freaking best for yourself. And that's all that matters. So I'm going to challenge you. Next time you get you hear disappointing news, I challenge you to tell someone you wouldn't normally tell. Tell the bestie, tell the partner, tell someone else besides yourself. And instead of rolling around in it and encompassing yourself into it, that's what I want you to do. And please, I'm all for the $5 coffees. Do whatever makes you happy. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. And if you need support, if you need help on anything, any which way in life, do not hesitate to reach out to us. Do not hesitate to connect with us on socials. And go out there and kick ass. And as always, thank you for listening to another episode of That's Business.
If you're looking for a career change and you're not sure where to start, the Resume Rescue can help. Sure, there's no such thing as the perfect fit for everyone, but here at the Resume Rescue, we're on a mission to find the perfect solution for you. Whether it's changing careers, updating a resume, learning LinkedIn, or practicing interviewing, we have you covered. Find us online at theresumerescue.com and find all of our contact info in our show notes.